Looking a little later in the draft, Stanford tight end Caden Smith has had his eyes on the NFL since his days at Flower Mound DaMarkus High School in Texas. One reason he chose Stanford was because of all the NFL tight ends that the program has produced.
In my opinion, best school for tight ends in the country and the best education. And I've met Fleener, Ertz, and so all these guys are just great tight ends, smart, from Stanford that fit in well in a pro-style offense in the NFL.
I think Caden naturally just has some innate ability that a lot of people aren't gifted with. And on top of that, he has the class and character to get him as far as he wants to go if he can stay healthy.
Right now, I think I'm more of a pass catcher. I want to become a blocker more. And so that's one thing I really want to work on.
I think he's been given some God-given abilities that he's been graced with naturally, and then with that natural grace that he's been given, I think he's just taken those and run with them. I think he's one of the hardest workers I've ever been around. I think someday we'll see him playing on Sundays. His greatest intangible is just his ability to be a great leader for us. He brings others with him to make them better. He's not just complacent with his own abilities, but he wants to see other people's abilities improve as well. And just he comes to work every day, and we're just great to have him on our team.
Smith showed he has what it takes in his 3 seasons at Stanford, and now it looks like he has a good chance to add to the list of former Cardinal stars playing tight end in the NFL. At the wide receiver position, Miles Boykin is a prospect that's a little under the radar, but has a chance to be a very good NFL player. The senior from Notre Dame played his high school ball at Providence Catholic in the Chicago area.
I'm just a big receiver, likes to go up and get it, try to break tackles and just keep moving downfield.
He's 6'4", he's almost 220 pounds. He runs real well. But I think, he's got a lot of upside still. He's going to get bigger, he's going to get stronger, and he's going to get faster. He's got a great catching range, he's a big target, he's got outstanding hands. He's pretty much, the whole package.
He's something special. I mean, I've known him since he was in 5th grade, and he's always been a special player. Just his athleticism, his height, strength, and speed is just something that you really don't see too often. Is very special.
Boykin has always worn number 81 because he's a big fan of former Detroit Lions star Calvin Johnson.
Just how big he is, how physical he is with those cornerbacks and just always going up and getting the ball.
He's really good at getting off press coverage, very good at going up and get a ball, and he's just his overall quickness and explosion. If you underthrow a ball, he'll go and get it for you. If you throw a little wide, his wingspan, he'll get it for you. You have a really wide target with him, that, and he's got very reliable hands, so that he'll make the catch for you.
After a good showing at the NFL Combine, Boykin is sure to be selected somewhere in the middle of the draft, and he has the size and talent to contribute as a rookie. DaMarkus Lodge of Ole Miss is another familiar face to remember later in the draft. We met the former 5-star wide receiver at Cedar Hill High School in Texas. He had to wait a couple seasons to see significant playing time in high school because there were some Division I prospects in the classes ahead of him. But once he got on the field, Lodge proved to be one of the best players in Texas.
Pretty frustrated my sophomore year sitting behind Quincy and Quiv, knowing that I could play.
We knew how good he was going to be, but he was also facing guys that were going to go to Ole Miss and or trying to compete against guys that were going to A&M. So it wasn't like he was competing against guys that weren't as good as him. It was one of those deals that he had to just keep learning, wait his time, and we knew it was going to happen.
Lodge could be a nice addition late in the draft for teams looking for depth at wide receiver.